Hello everyone, Courtney here. We are going to take a big step back and look at the big picture in this short episode to remember our goals and why we are here listening to this podcast in the first place. Welcome to episode number 22. Let's get into it.
Where inventing, passion, and hard work intersect. Welcome to the Serial Inventing Podcast. Bite-sized, perspective-altering episodes on serial inventing and beyond. From motivating key tips on product licensing to obstacle-busting conversations on transitioning to a full-time serial product developer. Buckle your seatbelt, because you're in for a ride. Warning, this podcast may motivate you to make wild decisions that will propel you forward in your inventing career and hijack more of your time for your passion. If you aren't ready to make it happen, then this podcast isn't for you.
In the first episode, I mentioned that I would be covering topics including relationship building, overcoming mental and emotional hurdles, speeding up the licensing process, learning your strengths and weaknesses, learning when you should do the work or hire out, creativity, and more. The first 21 episodes have mainly been about mental and emotional hurdles, mainly because it's the soft skills that wannabe serial inventors lack the most and are also the hardest to get. I want to take a moment here and make sure that it is recognized that most inventors are successful because of their soft skills, not because of their hard skills. Hard skills, things like knowing what scripts to use, perfecting your sell sheet, or learning how to make a virtual prototype, can be learned over time. It can be easier to understand the methods behind the hard skills and also easier to acquire them over time. A lot of it comes down to facts and memorizing knowledge. Eventually, you'll get it. Hard skills are tangible knowledge needed to get a job done, such as in the workplace. Soft skills are personal qualities or even values gained through experience getting a job done. They are often intangible. Some examples of soft skills are problem solving, critical thinking, decision making, communication, and time management. These soft skills can overlap your entire life and aren't industry specific. In fact, if you come into the product licensing space already having acquired these soft skills, I would bet my money on you. Even if you have no ideas at all, or even bad ideas, compared to those who have perfected the product licensing knowledge, the hard skills, to get deals. Because at the end of the day, people make deals with people, not products. This podcast started off with talking about the hard stuff first, because if you can master these first 21 episodes, you're ahead of most people in the industry. And what all of those past episodes are teaching you habits, determination, pushing yourself when you're tired, knowing when to pause, knowing yourself, and knowing experientially that you are the barrier to your success, not the products or the companies. Nothing will be between you and your success. And finally, your excuses will stop. Yes, there is an end to the excuses you make to and for yourself. Now, soft skills can take years to acquire, yet they are a big reason why people don't get deals. For example, if you don't follow up, you massively lower your chances of getting a deal. But not fully understanding why that is experientially, it's hard to follow and actually do. Your rational brain kicks in and makes you not want to do follow ups for several reasons, such as not wanting to bug the person or assuming they just aren't interested. I even made a comic about this very scenario. It's called Lost in Digital Space, and it's number 3 in my Adventures in Licensing comic series on my website. Some of these skills really require you to look inside yourself, and man, can that be absolutely frightening. And if you aren't willing to do that, serial inventing is not for you, and nor is this podcast. Remember, we are not talking about just inventing here, but about serial inventing. You must be pitching a product before you can consider truly going down the serial inventing route because you must learn the rules to a T before you can break them. Just think if you started to train for a triathlon and learned how to ski, skate, and sled when the triathlon is swimming, cycling, and running. It's like that, but the mistakes are far more nuanced than that in product licensing, such as using the wrong wheels and not knowing and being disqualified from the race. You don't know what you don't know. A regular inventor might have a few ideas, are collecting no's, doing their best to stay motivated, and continue to repeat the process again and again, a few products at a time. This can work great if you can sustain your motivation. Serial inventing adds a few more layers of complexity to the game, but so much more value to companies, as you aren't a one hit wonder in their eyes anymore. In fact, if you enjoy the company you are pitching to, you won't be going away. When you get to really know a company, you have a much higher chance of sending them something they might want. And there is a whole game just to that. And that is one small part of the entire serial inventing sphere. I don't recommend going down the serial inventing route until you have pitched several or many products in the industry. Think of serial inventing as a master's degree within product licensing. If you don't have your bachelor's yet, such as having been coached by an industry expert, you aren't ready to get a master's degree and embark on the serial inventing journey. One of my students at InventRight sent me a post with a shirt on it with a very resonating quote. It said the following: "If at first you don't succeed, try doing what your coach told you the first time." I left this amazing LinkedIn post in the show notes to check out. If you aren't following an industry expert's advice who has made it in the industry, is still in it, and has that experiential knowledge, learning how to be coached is a great first step before considering serial inventing, as you are accepting criticism from someone who wants you to succeed first before you are alone with your thoughts from companies later and misinterpret conversations and miss opportunities because you didn't see them. What I find so cool about the product licensing journey is when you master these soft skills, you become a much better person as well. And these skills can be translated everywhere in your life. How to gain respect faster, how to be kinder, how to be professional, how to take action, how to go after what you want, how to not give up, how to give people time, how to manage yours, how to get and accept no's with gratitude, how to understand people better, how to connect with people better, and even how to deal with frustration, overwhelm, and stress better. You become a better person. And if this product licensing industry is even a mere vessel for gaining these amazing skills, well, then I wouldn't rather do anything else. I do hope you will continue to join me on this journey to uncover your true potential in product licensing, have hard, meaningful conversations with yourself, and become the best version of you through the process. Thanks for tuning in and taking a few bites with me today. And remember, serial inventors don't make excuses, they make it happen. See you soon.